Hi everybody, it's Jack Hurley, the Superintendent of Schools, for another edition of Word from the Superintendent. We are in the midst of, and hopefully, despite what the groundhog said, nearing the tail end of what's been a very tough winter. We are happy that we haven't had to use too many snow days yet, and we are happy also we didn't have to do delayed openings or early dismissals, which I know create a lot of issues for everyone, both parents, students, teachers, and in terms of keeping some academic integrity. It's not the best way of doing things. But we still will have a few more weeks of winter, and it's certainly been a cold one. A lot of things are going on in our district, and they're all indoors for the most part. Union School just had their play last weekend as I record this, and the high school's play musical will be the 13th and 14th, I believe, of March. So take a look on the calendar for that. Our athletic program at the high school is the seasons are starting to wind down, but that means the tournaments, the county and state tournaments, have all begun and are heating up. So again, get a chance to support our students, athletes, our student actors or singers, and our faculty who coach and direct and moderate these activities. You could look on our website, look at our calendars, and you can see when activities are taking place. And we always like to see you at the games and at the plays and at the concerts for your support. I hope you also had the opportunity to take a look at the newsletter that was sent out. I think it's important for everybody across the district to see some of the really cool and exciting happenings going on from the kindergarten up through the high school. I've said this before, whether you're a student, a teacher, an administrator, a parent, it's very easy to just kind of be aware of what's going on in your building, in your grade level. But there's so many wonderful things going on across the district, and the newsletter kind of gives you a little taste of some of those. So if you're a young parent, you can look ahead and say, hey, look at the stuff going on at Pierpont Union or the high school. And if you're someone whose kids are already gone from there, there's a bit of nostalgia perhaps to go back and remember when they did the same thing, or maybe some of the things that have changed, but how they still capture the same fundamental components of our district and our profile of the graduate. So I hope you enjoy the newsletters that go out. Also, as we get into the late spring season, and we start seeing things like the state testing and getting ready for the final quarter of the year, but we still have a way to go before we get there. But it's still time for students to start preparing and thinking about some of these assessments that will be coming down the road. As I record this, I'm doing this a day before our short February break. And as a reminder, it has been a tough winter, and March is a month where there really isn't any holiday time, but it is a month that I think is a very pivotal month in our year. We're transitioning from winter to spring. We're transitioning from third quarter to the fourth quarter. We're getting to the point where we're starting to look at self-assessments of what have we accomplished as students. What have we accomplished as a district, as teachers, as administrators, and if there are goals we set, now we're on getting near that last quarter mile of the mile run. What are we going to do to reach that goal? So as we go forward together, I want to make sure that we revisit the goals we set at the beginning of the year, assess where we're at, and move forward together to reach them all. So let's hope that the groundhog was wrong. Let's hope that spring is going to be right around the corner. I understand that the pitchers and catchers are reporting for spring training in Florida. That's usually a sign that the nice weather's coming. And let's work together to make sure that we finish the second half of the year as strongly as we did the first. Okay? Have a good rest of the month, and I'll see you in March with another edition of Word from the Superintendent.